Oh, that's going to be fun. Yes. Oh, I can't believe they're on the show.
And ready for the show tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Last show of 2023.
Already?
Yeah.
A year ago.
I know, right?
New Year's?
It's on. Speaking of New Year's, you got any parties you're going to this year?
Oh, don't remind me. God, it's been party after party after party. I'm like partied out almost, but you got to do it.
You got to do it.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I can be polite.
Oh, well, we have someone on the show tonight who can help out with that.
Really?
Yeah, take away all the rude,
Huh.
do all the polite things at the party.
I might need some coaching on that.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Was that an Irish goodbye? Bo.
The moves that you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey! Oh man, if Idol came and told me, son.
Yes, everybody, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in later with Jason Suel coming at you. Yeah. Yes, it is that time, man. About to enter into 2024.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done. That's it.
Thank goodness.
Later, 2023.
Yeah, later.
We're over it.
Do you have a favorite memory? I'm just going to put you on the spot. One favorite memory, Bo Counts 2023.
My one favorite
Your one.
memory.
This is it. And this goes down in somebody's writing this down at home, so this goes down
Halloween.
forever.
You know,
Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween's always my favorite of every year. It's the only day that everything is awesome.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And you, this year, were Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein this year. What were you?
What was I? Oh, I was Indiana Bones.
Nice.
So I was
Nice.
Indiana Jones as a skeleton.
Did you hit a running accomplishment milestone?
You know what? I did
year?
it this year, Bo Counts.
2023?
Yes, I did the most miles I've ever run in a year in my whole life.
What a show off.
2,650 miles. So
2,000.
if you're keeping track at home, that's
650?
twice around the sun and back to Earth.
Give or take.
Yeah,
Give or take a few
give or take a little
billion,
bit.
trillion.
It felt like that though. But you know,
Yeah.
something as a runner is like you just got to keep going. I don't go out and run like a marathon every
Yeah.
day. It's small chunks, getting it through. And
Yeah.
anyway, make that plan and stick to it, which I think is kind of encouragement for me and for everybody as
Yeah.
we move into 2024. Make a plan.
Those
and stick to it.
resolutions.
Those resolutions, right?
You know, everybody has those resolutions.
Yeah.
Not everybody sticks to them.
Right. And making that small change, right?
I
Doesn't have to be a
still-
big thing. Gym membership.
5 years in, and I still haven't finished my New Year's resolution. Every year is to cancel my gym membership because I
Yes.
never go, and I still haven't done it.
Still, this is the year.
This is the year I'm canceling that gym membership.
I'm feeling
gonna
good.
do it.
2024 is when you're going to.
Planet Fitness, you've gotten my money too long.
I know. You're going to get that $20 a month back this year, and I wonder what you'll do with it. I can't wait to see.
Who knows?
Go
I'm
see
gonna
more movies.
invest in cryptocurrency.
Invest in another jacket like this because you're
Yeah.
looking tight.
It's my New Year's jacket
Styling
and my last
profile.
call pin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's last
Explain.
call. Well, it's a tombstone, and it says last call. I mean, that's a bartender thing.
That
you
is
know?
the
But
ultimate last
It's
call.
also the end of the year. You know, like
Yes.
last call for things this year because it's about to be 2024.
Absolutely. You know what? We got a great program
Yeah.
lined up. Let's get into the lineup for tonight. We got a great music video. TV Preacher is joining us. This band is going to be insane. I'm talking balloons. I'm talking silly string. I'm talking all the things you want to do to celebrate 2024. They're bringing it on the show. Then we got Christy Spencer joining us, talking about the best ways and tips to celebrate out there. Now, she has a company called The Polite Company, so I'm thinking
Politely.
you need to take
Let's
notes.
party.
Yes, we're going to party politely with Chef Micah down there at our chef's table. Hey, Chef, you got a big spread there. What did you bring for us today?
Today we got a little bit of a braised brisket and potato gnocchi.
Oof. That sounds like the fanciest New Year's Eve
gnocchi.
celebration ever.
That sounds so good.
I can't wait. All that fun. Stick around. It's all happening later. Welcome back, everybody, to this festive episode. We've got Christy Spencer down here from the Polite Company talking to us about celebrations, entertaining, and the do's and don'ts of the party, right?
Absolutely. There are so many things we do need to keep in mind, even though we're celebrating and this kind of seems like a wild night, anything goes. You do need to still mind your manners.
Okay, good to know. I feel like this is where Bo and I usually fail, so
I
we're
feel
going to
like every customer that comes into my bar needs to talk to you first.
Yes,
Come on.
no doubt. And you brought us, okay, so we've got like small plates, right? Because these would be passed around maybe at a party.
Right, or maybe you have a buffet and people are getting their own snacks.
Sure.
So you want to think about, when you go someplace, it's not about the food and it's not about the drink. It's about the people there. So you don't want to overfill.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Right. So don't want to overfill your plate. You don't want to drink too much. You want to really concentrate on the people who are there. One of those things is you always want to have your right hand open so you can shake somebody's hand.
Okay.
So even if you're using your right hand for your, that's your non-dominant hand, using that, switch it to your left hand so you can have that right hand
What
out
about
for
this
shaking.
move? Is this move acceptable?
What I tell people
Are you holding
is
two? I felt
Well,
that's
yeah, I got the
dangerous.
right hand free.
it's acceptable, but the safest thing is either eat or drink. Don't
Okay.
do both at the same time.
So you either would have your plate in your left hand or you would have your drink in your left hand.
Or and so
Keeping this
but if you
hand
do have
free.
it in your right hand,
Uh-huh.
you meet somebody,
Switch.
switch it over, then you can
handshake.
shake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, good to know.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so speaking of drinks, you have this in your hand. Something traditional maybe that I've seen at a lot of parties is a toast.
Yes.
Right,
Especially on New Year's Eve.
Especially.
Yeah. So when you are at somebody's home or somebody is hosting a New Year's Eve party, it's nice to let them make the first toast.
Okay.
So don't step on any toes. Allow the host to make the first toast. If they don't, then it's fair game.
Okay.
So, and then when somebody does toast to you, so if we were,
If Bo's
cheers.
throwing the party and we're choosing
And I said,
him-
to
Yes.
me.
So what he has to do is not drink
Oh.
to that toast.
Okay, so the person being toasted
Right.
doesn't drink.
That's right.
So the one being toasted can't get toasted.
Right.
Oh, good.
Just,
You
for,
know?
just for that moment. But you want to look around, you want to appreciate people for the toast, and then that might be your cue that you then give a toast.
Yes.
But yeah, typically leave that to the host to do first.
If you're invited to a New Year's party, are RSVPs necessary?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you have an RSVP by now, you're not going to
Yeah.
the party.
Yes.
It is too late to go. So that's what the best guest, first thing you do is you RSVP to that party.
Let me ask you this, because I work in events quite a bit, and something I see a lot is people RSVPing and not showing up.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always say no and change it to a yes. I mean, say no or yes, either one. At least they're saying something, but you really need to go in and change it if your plans change.
Right.
To let your host know.
Oh, good.
It's hard enough to put on a party, let
Yeah.
alone try to guess how many people are coming.
A genuine no is more polite than a false yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. What else? What else we need to know for New Year's Eve or just any kind of general celebrations?
I think, we're going to have to be making small talk with people.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
it's a good idea to kind of think through this ahead of time. Think of things you're going to ask about, things you're going to talk about. You want to keep in mind 4 things that you do not want to talk about. And
Yeah.
that's religion, politics, finances, and difficult relationships.
Oh.
Those should be the 4 that you avoid.
Nobody wants to hear about your ex.
No, not at this party, not tonight. It's kind
Yes.
of a downer.
Yes.
So keep those conversations light, keep them about future plans, keep them about shared interests, shared experiences. Those kinds of things are great to talk about.
What about this? I've been at those parties, Bo, I know you can attest to this when it's happening at your bar, where you kind of feel like you're sucked into a conversation and you don't know how to get out of it. A polite way to get out of it? What's your suggestion?
I tell people just simply say, I've enjoyed talking to you, make that in the past tense, and then say, but there's some other people I need to say hello to.
Okay, that's good.
And so it's the truth, and it leaves that person open, and you are appreciating them for their time, but then you're out of the conversation and mingling.
I like your use of the language there. I enjoyed, I'm glad we talked. What did you say? It was
Yeah.
a past tense,
Right,
right?
yes.
Kind of like letting them know this has happened.
Yes.
Now I'm moving on with
Now
my
I'm
night.
moving on.
Putting a period on it.
Yeah.
Well, so that reminds me of another thing that I see happening at parties and something that I'm guilty of. What are your thoughts on the infamous Irish exit?
Oh, yeah.
It's a no. Yeah, you have to thank your hosts, and whether you thank them when you first come and you want to thank them when you leave, you want to, if you're really a good guest, follow up with a thank you note for their hosting. Bring a host gift for them, but just slipping out is a no-go.
Right.
So let me ask you this. If you just say goodbye to the host and then everybody else, you just kind of slip out, is that acceptable?
I think you want to let people know that you're leaving, so it doesn't seem like there was something wrong or
Right.
something. So just kind of, you don't have to make a big production about that.
and you
I'm
wouldn't have
leaving
to
now.
necessarily thank everyone individually, but the people maybe you spent the most time with, I don't know, that you talked with a lot.
And again,
yeah.
you just say, I love seeing you.
Yes.
Happy New Year. And we're
Yes.
leaving. And you don't have to stay till midnight.
I know we're talking about parties here, but I gotta ask you, Christy, what's your favorite way to spend New Year's Eve?
At a party.
Is it
With
at a
friends.
party?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we always go to a neighbor's house, play games, and stay up till midnight and do fireworks.
And toast the host, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, cheers. Thanks for being
Cheers.
here, Bo. Cheers to you. Cheers to you at home. Stick around. We got more fun happening later.
Our musical guest is brought to you by the debut season of The Comedy Zone at Walton Arts Center.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
Yes, everybody, welcome back. We're down here at the chef's table with the one and only Chef Micah Klasky from the Hive in Bentonville. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure to be here again.
Man,
Look at this
spread.
This spread looks so festive and like seasonal.
Thank you so much. That's really what I was going for. You know,
Yeah.
I was hoping I was going to walk in the door and you were going to festive and seasonal.
Both.
Not just
Yes.
one, the
Yeah.
double down.
You knocked it out, the double down. You knocked it
yeah,
out of the
right?
park.
Awesome.
So you got something going on over there.
simmering.
What do we, yeah,
It smells
what are we
so good.
experiencing?
All right, so, well, first off, just knowing the par for the course, I brought the bow snacks.
Oh, snacks.
Because
So-
like I was like sitting here about to chew on like dry pepper.
You brought
I
him
mean,
snacks
enjoy
and he
it.
eats this.
Exactly. Well, you know, I'm sure they complement each other well. Guajillo goes great with most things.
It's like a fruit roll made out of a chili pepper.
yeah.
Yeah, how's that hit?
What
What did you bring for bow snacks? What is
so
this?
that is our chicken liver mousse, onion jam, and house-made potato bread.
Heck yeah! Whoa, Jason making a mess. But what are we cooking?
All right,
That's the
so
important
so
part.
the cooking aspect, we brought some braised beef brisket, some potato gnocchi,
Gnocchi.
and basically, you know, so we braise the brisket down nice and tender, nice and saucy, and then that's gonna get hit with a little bit of butter. The gnocchi's gonna warm through. We're gonna toss that together, finish with a little bit of seasoning, and then yeah, plate it with some nice toasted panko on top.
Toasted what on top?
Panko breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Is that these guys?
That is
gotta
those
be.
guys.
Gotta be. How's that? Tastes like bread?
Those are so good. Those
What's
are so
the
good.
What's the secret to this dish?
Well, honestly, for me, it's gonna be the gnocchi. The gnocchi is one of those things. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of chefs have those recipes that really sing to them. For me, it was one of those things coming up where every kitchen I would go to, it feels like everybody does it just a little bit different. So cut to me
why do
having.
they always have? They look like these. I mean, not
So
to
they
make
can
it
hold the sauce.
unappetizing. Oh, okay. It's like it looks like a little mealworm.
Yeah.
But
It does kind of.
Mealworm.
So
It,
good.
looks like, it also looks like cereal that you let sit in the milk for like hours and it gets all puffy.
But what
the
is
best
your
part.
secret to gnocchi?
I mean, for me, it's just the ratio of potato flour, handling them as delicately as possible, and really you really let your hands kind of decide when it's ready to go.
By feeling, as Uncle Roger says,
Yes.
use feeling.
Like literally feel.
Use feeling.
Another secret's got to be all the butter that you just put in there.
I mean,
right?
it's never not the secret. If you ever wonder why your food at a restaurant is so much more delicious, it's because it is drowning in fatty,
Just
beautiful
a
butter.
huge thing of butter.
Yes.
but also, it gives the sauce a little bit of body. Everybody thickens up a little bit
So
nicely.
I know a lot of chefs have a butter of choice. What is your butter of choice? Is
I
this
mean,
like
it's as long as it's unsalted. For the most part, you're going to see like Highland in this area. There
Yeah.
are some really amazing butters, but they, like those are going to be saved for more whenever you're just eating butter.
Right,
Like if
yeah.
you smear it on a piece of bread.
What do I want to eat tonight? Butter.
Yeah, exactly. Is that not? So is it just me that goes home and just has a pound?
Yeah, with a pound of butter. Let's eat butter and watch
what about all
Netflix.
these fun
Yeah, right?
vegetables and stuff you have here?
Well,
What's going
tis the
on?
season for a hard squash, so that's going to be, we got some butternut over there, we got some acorn, we got
Yeah.
some shallots, garlic, which is,
How would you
year-round.
normally prepare those?
Well, you
thing
peel
seems-
it.
It seems so hard.
Yeah, peel it, roast it. We like to basically dice it up, put it in a little pan with a little bit of water. So
And
what
butter?
that does, butter comes last because if
Okay.
you put the butter in too soon, it's going to burn because those take a while to cook.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, they're very hard.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
vegetable over here has got to be my favorite vegetable.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Well, Prosecco.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, it
New
is
Year's vegetable.
New Year's Eve, right?
Yes. Yeah, bringing it. Okay, I want to give you an opportunity to talk about an event that you're bringing back this year to the Hive, and that is the No Kid Hungry Dinner, which goes to aid those dealing with food insecurity. Tell us more, Mike.
Absolutely. So what we're doing is we're doing essentially a gala, a nice big. I like to call it a big blowout. We've been working with No Kid Hungry for about 8 years now, and what we do is we do these guest chef dinner. So basically, I've got chefs coming in from all over the country. Some
Wow.
real talent. Like we're talking, from New York Times 50 Best to Top Chef. So very excited to have them.
Gnocchi down.
That one's for you.
Yeah.
Gnocchi it down.
Neo Kid.
Are they all making gnocchis at the gnocchi dinner?
No, I don't. There's
Are
gonna
they
be.
tasked with making different courses?
So
throughout the
basically,
evening?
how it's gonna go is we got a couple local favorites. Arturo Salas of Lady Slipper.
Yeah. Boom.
I've got not Travis McConnell, but Luke Wetzel
Luke
of
Wetzel, yeah.
Oven and Tap gonna come in, do cocktail hour. We've got gonna have some great drinks. And then after that, we move into a 4-course dinner. So first course is going to be Chef Jeff Chancellone out of Madeira in OKC. We've got Nelson Gurman doing second course out of Alamar Dominican Kitchen in California.
Wow.
And then we've got Rebecca Mason out of Houston doing the dessert. I'm doing the entree.
Okay.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm full just thinking about what you're going to do.
Oh
because that
no, it's
sounds
gonna be
like-
amazing. It's gonna be such a good time. We've got some great auction items from art to just amazing experiences that you can do, and experiences with the chefs as well.
Yeah, and that all goes to raise support for No Kid Hungry. Which,
Every dollar of it
Yeah.
goes to raise money for No Kid Hungry, which does a lot of work in protecting basically, making sure kids can eat, making sure people can eat, protecting SNAP benefits, protecting basically access to food in this country.
Food deserts are a real thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's no food desert.
There's no
right
food
here.
desert here.
No,
We
no,
are
no.
the
Looks
oasis
amazing.
of cuisine.
So you put the panko breadcrumbs on top, and then you topped it with what?
What's that
Just
green?
a little bit of parsley just to give it a little bit of fresh,
Alright.
a little bit of herbaceousness.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get a chance to try this. We're gonna keep snacking on this. We might pop this. You stick around. We got more of that fun happening later. Yes, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms or send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we get out of here, we got to thank all of our great guests, including Christy Spencer. Thanks for being here, Christy. We appreciate you.
And of course, Chef Micah for this beautiful gnocchi and bringing us some champagne
Yes,
that I'm gonna pop.
Yes, and how about that music video filmed right here at Fayetteville Public Television, part of their Fayette Tunes series, The Band TV Preacher. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.